Hello everyone and welcome to my room. I have not filmed any video in this room for quite some time actually, but today we're here with my desktop. So yeah, the reason why we're here is because I'm changing to the HYTE X50. So the case is already on the floor right now. I don't have any space actually, and I also have a few more hardware here. So I got the HYTE X50 in matcha color, and of course they also sent us the matcha fans as well, and that is why I'm changing to the full matcha set. But as you can see here, I'm currently using the Be Quiet Pure Base 500FX I think, and I have Noctua NFF12 fans, and then two more of these massive fans for the D15. I do think that the D15 will be a problem for the matcha case, because as far as I know, this HYTE X50 does not support CPU coolers that tall, especially since I have the second fan here offset from the cooler, so it should not fit in that case. But what I can do is, because this fan was moved outwards because of the RAM height, I could make it into a pull-pull config instead of a push-push config that I have now. So this fan can go in, if that makes sense, and then I will have more space for the CPU cooler. So without further ado, let's begin dismantling. Fat fingers, I can't really reach in there to take it out anyway, so I have to dismantle quite a lot of things and then go through a struggle just to take out the GPU. GPU is out. Yes, this is the 4070 Founders Edition. Really love how quiet and also power efficient, yet also very cool this GPU is. So leave that aside, and now it is time to take out all the cables. Yes, this is gonna be a problem. I guess I'll just start pulling stuff out, right? You know what? I think we'll just remove the motherboard first. I can't even remove the EPS cables because fingers can't get in. I also have to remove the rear fan if I want to get access to the motherboard. My dear Noctua fans, this has been with me for the past like 6 or 8 years at this point in time. I think it's more than that. It's nearly a decade. I've cleaned them out a few times. As you can see here, they are a bit dusty, but they are still working really well. So yeah, if you want one of the best fans, Noctua is the one to get. If you're interested to see my cable management skills, there you are. Well, technically it's because we don't have that much cables here, since I don't use the SATA power cable and whatnot. So yeah, there's not that many cables to begin with. Why the heck is there? Guess I should use another screwdriver. This one a bit too thick. Luckily I have this. This one has got to be the most challenging screw ever. Luckily I can just do this. I think all the screws are out of the motherboard. It should be able to wiggle a bit. Yes. 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 Ta-da! The motherboard is free. Now I gotta find some place to put it down on the chair, I guess. Okay. With that done, it's time for the power supply and the two remaining fans. Probably I'll skip ahead because these are very boring things. Ew! Gotta say, this case looks gorgeous, right? Especially with that curved tempered glass that goes from the top, curve all the way down, and also everything is in matcha color. How do I start installing? So first off, gonna be power supply. How do I take out the other side panel? Do I slide it out? Damn. Accessories. Gonna need that. So this case is a bit unique, I would say. Power supply is mounted at the top. So this goes back to some of the older case designs that we have, where the power supply is located at the top, but then because you have this shroud and everything, it is covered, so it doesn't matter what color you're using, the power supply color. And cable routing is also really nice. As you can see here, you route all the way down and into the motherboard. You also have a lot of rubber grommets here for cable management and side fans, or you can put it at the front as well. We'll see how things go. That little piece of Velcro doesn't seem like it's gonna hold anything. So in the accessories box, you do have extra Velcro straps, 3 of them, 1 replacement bulkhead system, a pack of screws, and also zip ties. My 2 GPU cables is gonna be a problem. They are a bit short. I don't think we can do this. We have to go through the middle grommet instead. We'll see how. Okay. Time to get it screwed in. I want to ask you guys, how many screws do you usually put onto your motherboard when you're installing it in the case? Do you put as many as possible, or do you leave it like 4 screws and you're done kind of situation? Okay, looks good. It's real nice and secure there right now. Time to connect stuff. Fans are not really that dirty, which is okay, I guess, because I don't really use this desktop that much because I only use it for gaming, but still, big fans, low RPM, less dust, quiet, real good. So as expected, if I mount the fan like this, then it's not gonna let the tempered glass close, so instead I will reverse it and make it go pull. Hopefully that will work out. Let's see how things go. Or maybe I just use single fan. Doesn't seem to work because this part, you have that big IO shield barrier thing that blocks the fan. So probably we'll go single fan instead. Or maybe I can just push-pull on this one tower. Nah, impossible. So for the fans, we actually have 2 boxes of these fans. One is here, one's on the floor. But these fans are super duper cute. So we have fan screws, not gonna touch that for now. But the fan themselves, tada! Oh, it's a box of 4, so I have a total of 8 fans. I could change the tower fan to be this as well. So here's one of the fan. I think I can mount this in the tower cooler as well. Not sure what's the noise level and all that stuff, but then the D15 is like a humongous air cooler, so you don't really need to run it at a high RPM to cool it down, so should be okay. Looks weird, but hey, it works. Okay, I'll be switching this as well. Rear fan, I will also use the matcha. Oh my god, this motherboard's layout is just terrible. Okay, 3 fans in, and now I think I will just skip to the end where the cable management is complete and all of the fans are also installed, so beep boop. Oh, okay, so after an hour, the build is complete and the cable management is actually quite different compared to what I had in mind, because number one, the EPS cable is way too long, so I have a lot of excess here which I have no idea what to do. Probably just gonna stuff it back in here or reroute it here for a moment, whatever goes. The 24 pin is also slightly okay length, I guess. It's a bit long, but okay. And then the problem that I have is the PCIe for the GPU. So we will get to that later, okay? Because power supply nowadays are meant for the power supply to go down, so they designed the length to be a little bit shorter for the PCIe, so you can just, you know, power supply here, you route through the holes below your motherboard and then you straight go up to your GPU. But in this case, since the PSU is at the top, the lengths are kind of inverted. The reason why I say it's inverted is because those cables that are longer, which are supposed to go from the bottom to the top, is now gonna be excessively long, like the EPS cable. But GPU cable, it's supposed to be going from the bottom here to somewhere midway. It is now way too short. So anyway, for the back, the cable management is gonna be like this. I know it's a bit messy. I could do a better job with this and also this part, because all of the fans are mounted here, the cables are mounted here. But I won't, because this part is going to be covered by the mesh anyway, so I don't really care. And there's a lot of space for me to hide cables, because you can see here, yeah, behind the motherboard tray and the case, you have a lot of space. And then looking at this view here, we can see power supply very nicely covered by this piece here, so nothing to be worried about. The CPU cooler, yes, this is the Noctua HYTE 1st generation. I've been using it for the past like 8 years or so as well. They are very good coolers, and as what I've said earlier, I have to heat up the original fans, which are on the floor right now, because if I want to put two of them here, the second fan will be going on top of the RAM, so I have to offset it a little, and I cannot close the side panel if I am using that Noctua fan. But I retrofitted the HYTE, the HYTE FA12 fans, because we have 2 packs of them and each of them are in packs of 4. So 2 fans here, 1 more fan here, and then I have an excess of a total of 5 fans. So what do I do with them? 3 at the front and then 2 at the bottom here. So one good thing about this fan is that they come with a 1 to 4 PWM splitter, and I just route 1, 2, 3, 4 into one connector here, and then the other connector is gonna be just directly from the fan to the motherboard header. So that's how I get it set up right now. Cable management, not gonna be the best, because you can see the EPS cable is just dangling there, and yeah, I need to pull the cable a little bit and then start closing everything, and it will be done. And yeah, you can see the GPU cable, since it's too short to route from the top here to the back, downwards, and then come back up. Even with this double 8 pin to 12 volt high power cable, yeah, it's still not long enough. So what I did is route it to the side here, and then use the extension cable to extend even further to just get it barely plugged in. Obviously not ideal, but we have to do it this way, else I can't get power to the GPU at all. But at least we can get direct airflow from the bottom fans to the GPU, right? And this part here, I'm gonna leave it empty, because yeah, we don't have enough fans, and I don't know, even if I mount this, what is it gonna cool, because I'm just gonna blow up air towards this area here and then create turbulence with the front fan. So not having this fan is actually good. Okay, so finally we got everything closed up, and I'm really happy that this fan, we still have just a tiny little bit of clearance between the fan and the tempered glass, but I'm glad that it worked out. I mean, at least Now everything is matcha color. I don't have any of the Noctua color, even though I really do love Noctua fans and I have no idea how these fans perform. Anyway, 3 fans at the front. We'll pull in air from the front panel. Sadly, there's no mesh filter or anything like that, but okay, I guess. And then we have 2 fans here. Both of them are pushing through, and then the rear exhaust, and then 2 more intakes at the bottom that takes air directly into the GPU. So, oh yeah, we also have another exhaust for the PSU, and that's it. That's the whole build. So, let me know, what do you think? Do you think this case is clean, cool, nice, beautiful? I know this video is a bit messy because I don't have enough space to film anything because my room is just not made for this. But hey, I hope you enjoyed this video. And overall, this case, in terms of the build experience, it is definitely funky. So very different compared to traditional, not to say traditional, the usual cases where we have the power supply at the bottom and then a PSU shroud at the bottom here to cover everything up and whatnot. Now, I know like 10-20 years ago, PC cases used to have the power supply at the bottom, but in this case, they moved it back to the top. Power supply manufacturers adapted their power supply to the bottom as well, and then they adapted the cable length to go accordingly. But now, since we switch it back up, yeah, the cable length is gonna be the only problem for me. Everything else about this case is actually amazing. I really love the color, I love the build quality, the fan mounting options, the cable management options that we have, real good. Every cable routing is amazing. I managed to hide a lot of the cables, and especially since I don't use any 2.5 inch or 3.5 inch, it's gonna look real clean. But this case is actually larger than the case that I was using just now, and even with such a larger case, a lot of the space is used for cable management, cable hiding behind the motherboard, for example, and that is why the tower cooler mounting options that we have here is actually not as tall as the case that I was using just now. And even the exhaust fan here, we can only mount a 120mm fan instead of 140, which goes to show just how narrow this part is. So yeah, I really love this case, and I'll get everything hooked up and start gaming.